Good day, nigga, and welcome back to Things You Missed, a series so genius that apparently people have started to copy me. So I have like subscribers hitting me up saying, Cycles, there's this person copying Things You Missed. Cycles, there's this person copying Things You Missed. Nigga, I know there are people copying Things You Missed, and I specifically know that it is me that you are trying to copy, because not only do they copy the Things You Missed title, they also copy or remake a variation of my own original thumbnail that I created for myself. Now, the funny thing is that I noticed that all these YouTube channels are, starting out on YouTube. So my advice is you would want to create your own original content so you are known for that specific content. There are people out there who are known for list videos. There are people out there who are known for pointing out things that you miss, like me, and then there are people out there who are known for their theories or whatsoever. Maybe it could be power scaling. But as a person, if you're starting out a YouTube channel, my advice to you is to create a series that only applies to your channel, so everyone will get it from your channel, and that makes you stand out from the entire community. So all these niggas out there who are trying to copy me,
stop it, please, stop it.
Now that my shit talk is done, let's get on with the video. So this episode of Things You Missed will contain a few things that you might not have known or has already happened in the Naruto universe in terms of manga or anime or anything. Number one is going to be the brain malfunction that Iwabe had when Boruto, Shikadai and Denki were giving their little speech after they found out that the culprits behind the mask will actually attack the post office. Now, as Boruto and Shikadai and Denki are giving the speech, we have Iwabe struggling because Iwabe is not really that smart to come up with lines to continue what Boruto and the rest are saying. So obviously he says, yeah, I agree, is pretty much what he says. So I hope people actually noticed this and enjoyed his reaction just like I did. Now, this is not the first time we've seen Iwabe do something gone unnoticed. Like in the other episodes, the Kagemasa episodes, which I believe was episode 8 and 9, we saw him taking food of Denki. So we have Iwabe doing certain things which are gone unnoticed in episodes, and I think this will be like a recurring thing where he does like one or two things low-key without anyone noticing. Number two is about the male chief, right? And the thing about the male chief is that he says he is just a male chief. As you can see, he does not even know ninjutsu and pretends to use ninjutsu, at which Mitsuki asks what is he doing. Right now, the thing about the mailman is that he actually shows to have potential because he uses a jutsu which is exactly the same thing as Conan. Now, for the people who are new to the Boruto series who do not know who Conan is a female character in Naruto who was the only person who could use paper as their fighting style. Now we have the male chief who is also demonstrating these abilities. Now, if that is the case, then it will be really useful for him to become a ninja, or at least learn ninja techniques, because once he does, his job will be easier, and he also has a gift which only one character had in the entire series. So that is definitely rare, and I think his ability is a reference to Conan. And speaking of abilities, we have Shikamaru announcing that there are multiple Mokuton users alive, meaning that maybe Captain Yamato might have settled down and had some children of his own who have the ability, or maybe after the war people might have discovered the Hashirama cell and its uses and used it to learn Mokuton, or at least try to replicate Orochimaru's work, thus forcing Naruto to impose a law saying that the Hashirama cell is forbidden. Because I remember back in those days there was no such law. I mean, there were laws which forbid you from raiding someone's grave, especially the one of the first Hokage, but there was no law saying the Hashirama cell was forbidden because the Hashirama cell did not even exist back then. Number 4 is something I have been wondering myself. I mean, what happened to all the other tail beasts after the war was over? And we know Kurama went into Naruto to complete his form, but the question is, what happened to the other tail beast? And the answer to that is actually given in the Boruto novel, if you actually read it. And the answer is that there are new Jinchuriki, because Naruto mentions that there are new Jinchuriki. So definitely, I think the tail beasts have accepted their fate as being sealed within a person to keep them at bay. Because if we remember, Hagoromo, who created them, sealed them within him to keep them at bay. I think they understand that they are a huge source of energy which anyone could potentially use for harm. So it would be safer if they were contained within a person. And I think that is a very selfless decision to make, to help someone out who you don't even know. With someone, I mean the entire Naruto world. Number 5 are about the things that are about to go down with the main character, and we have Boruto, who is going to save the entire village from the Niue. But the thing is that he only has Shadow Clone as a jutsu, and the question is, why does he he not have Rasengan? Well, the reason why he does not have the Rasengan is because he has actually tried or attempted to create the Rasengan, but every time he tried, he failed to do so because he's tried it once or twice, but he wasn't really able to grasp how to start forming it. He did not understand the finer details of chakra management. So there you go, that is the reason why Boruto does not know the Rasengan yet. And whoever Boruto is going up against, whether it be Sumire or another culprit who is behind the entire new situation, Boruto is going to need a better technique than just a shadow clone to convince whoever is behind the attacks. Number 6 is about the Kote and just general new technology that we will be getting in the anime. Now we have the Kote, which apparently Kishimoto said he wanted to introduce into the Naruto universe, but he never had a chance to introduce it in Naruto and in Naruto Shippuden, so he decided to include it in Boruto's new generation. Now we have new technology coming out and helping all these ninjas, accomplish their goals. Now we have a character who is knowledgeable with technology, who is Denki. Now we have Denki, who already has a rich family who invented the Thunder Cars. Now I think Denki is going to be like the IT kind of ninja who invents new weaponry as well as a method to fight with both ninja skills and technology. With that being said, I can easily dish out a theory that Denki might have the lightning ability because his family are responsible for the Thunder Cars and his name Kaminarimon even means electricity, so we can use the theory or at least come to the conclusion that he might have the lightning affinity. Number 7 is about Boruto again. Now the thing about Boruto is that he actually likes burgers. Okay, now I don't know whether this is a replacement for ramen because we have Naruto and his favorite dish was the ramen, right? His favorite food was ramen. So we have Boruto here who's always gunning to get a burger and we always see him eating a burger. So I think they replaced the whole ramen thing with burgers and it is something that I have noticed. I'm not sure though whether this is the case, so don't quote me on that. Number 8 is about the whole Hashirama cell thing that has been going on. Now the reason why Hashirama is always being targeted by people is because he is special, and the reason why he is special is because he is the reincarnation of Ashura, thus making his cells even more valuable in terms of improving people's abilities. Now what you did not know is that the same thing has been done to Naruto, since he is also the reincarnation of Ashura. And what happened to Naruto is that instead of people actually attacking him and gaining DNA from him, they took DNA samples from his skin as well as his hair and combined it with samples taken from other Jinchuriki in order to create a tailed beast cloak pill. So basically, to summarize it, it is a pill which allowed you to gain the tailed beast chakra cloak that everyone got during the war so they can fight with it. Now the cloak enhances your abilities, including your physical strength as well as your jutsus or whatnot. And the most surprising thing is that the people who have wielded this are able to create light orbs, which resembles the light orbs that Sora created when he used the tailed beast bomb in the filler back in Naruto Shippuden, so check that filler out. Also, those chakra cloaks are able to sprout from 1 to 9 tails, which actually happened in Sakura's light novel. The next plan was to replicate the Sharingan as well as its abilities by taking DNA from Sasuke, who is Indra's reincarnate. So that proves two things: there are still Roots members out there who are still operating and doing their little dirty work after the group disbanded, and secondly, there are multiple ways to get Hashirama cell, and another way is to attack the current reincarnates of Indra and Ashura, which are Sasuke and Naruto. Number 9 is about Moegi, who is from Team Konohamaru. Now the thing about her is that her eye colors have been changed from what it used to look like, so definitely she's got a re-character design as well as Konohamaru, because if we remember, these two characters back in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, they actually had completely dark irises, but now they all seem to have a change in their color. Now I don't know the reason why they made this decision, however it actually looks good on the characters, so whoever made that decision made a good one. Number 10 is who taught Boruto the sexy jutsu, and it is no one else than Konohamaru, as it has been revealed in the novel that Konohamaru was the person who taught Boruto the sexy jutsu. Now in episode 1 we know that Boruto calls Konohamaru Ni-chan, which is casual, so we know that Boruto already knows Konohamaru, and that is proof there that he used to chill with Konohamaru before Konohamaru became his teacher. So there you go, that is where Boruto learned the sexy jutsu. The last one is very similar to something we've seen before in the beginning of Naruto. Now we have a beast who is attacking Konoha, who has several tails, and then we have the young Hokage who is currently in reign, and then we have the retired Hokage who joins in the fight to stop the tailed beast. And if Sumire is actually the culprit who is behind everything, then we have a young person who is behind the attack on the village. Does that seem similar to anything you've heard before? That is right, it is the Nine Tails attack, and it is pretty much a rehash of the Nine Tails attack on Konoha. So Naruto started after the Nine Tails attack, and now we are having the Nine Tails attack again, rehashed in the New Ace attack, but this time Boruto is the one who is going to save the day. And the coincidence is that it is a blonde-haired person who was responsible for taking down the Nine Tails, and now we have a blonde-haired person again who is going to try and stop the New Ace, as well as a blonde person being the Hokage during the attack. With that being said, those have been things that you missed in episode 12, as well as things you did not know about the series, or probably did not know about the series, and if you did, then that is good for you. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about the new things that you might have potentially learned. And if you are done doing that, you can like, subscribe, or even hit that notification button so whenever I upload something like this, you get it in your feed. With that being said, I have nothing more to say. Bye.